if you look at statistics, it's over 400 billion worth of $1 billion in terms of an industry. Then you add adventure to it, over 480 billion in terms of how this is important. Over 480 billion. We want to tap into this industry, and we can't do it by just sitting around. How do we tap in terms of adventure and what we can do about it? And sports tourism, it adds value. We are renowned the world over for athletics. How can we leverage this? All of us in the room to make it work for all of us. Then this is what we are saying is a winning formula. There's cultural integration, strategic events around it. They have an annual calendar that you can actually plan for it. Sustainability focus and community focus. Then we have the calendar. What the MC has already talked about is not just a one-time event. We are saying we are beginning all the way from Bargetuni in January and end up in Mount Elgon in December. So there's a whole series of events across the year to make sure that Kenya is indeed an all-year-round destination. And to say that we are not just a 3-month destination. People coming in for just July to August for the wildebeest migration, but can they come from January to December? Can they go beyond the southern circuits? How many are from the southern circuits? We want them to go to the northern circuit, northern Kenya, North Rift, Central, Eastern. How can we do that? It's by curating such itineraries and events for us to be able to actually do this. Then we are saying, this is the reason for business. I'm sure you're not just here for the sake of looking good, feeling nice, but does it make business sense for you? So that is why we are looking at this amazing project to see how it can bring money into your pockets, money into the community. Our athletes get something even better from what they're getting right now, but also ensuring that as a tourism industry, we are thriving. And remember, our target is, how can we become number 2 foreign exchange earner? Right now, we are number 4. And can we be number 1? Because now sports is part of this initiative that we're actually doing right now. So we're also saying that there's a billion reasons why you should be part of this. Whether you're looking at business in terms of economic growth for your business, for the community, whether you're looking for brand association with our famous athletes, with sports, with Magical Kenya, with Kenya generally, or where you are looking at your CSR activities. How do we become socially responsible and support community where all these runs are happening? I think there's a slight issue with the clicker. Who are we looking at? We are saying that we are looking for adventure enthusiasts, and CEO and bonus PS, the people that we have in the room, besides the tour operator, adventure specialists, fraternity from the sports tourism industry, we also have runners clubs, hikers clubs, who have been doing this forever, and they are part of this to understand what it's about and how it can be part of their usual itinerary. So we have quite a number of segments we are looking at, both in Kenya and beyond. We have counties who are partnering with us, from Baringo to Nandi to Elgeyo Marakwet to Uasin Gishu to Baringo in this first initiative. But as we go around, we'll have involved 47 counties in this initiative. So it's for everybody to be part of it and to see how it can work. The clicker is rejecting me. Then this is how it looks like. At every stop, we are saying, as partners in this initiative, how do we support you? For the tour operators, we're also curating a lot of marketing material to support you in terms of marketing the product for the different sections across the heritage trails and beyond that. You have a booklet in front of you. I believe it's giving you more information around what you're talking about, but just allow me to talk about the series and editions. As you can see, we are beginning our edition on 18th of January. It's beginning 13th actually. The run is on the 18th. But remember, the runs are a half-day event. What we are saying, what more can you do in these sections? So you have a whole 5 days of a trail series. Hiking, trekking, you want to cycle, you want to run also on the trails, it's good for you. Then on the 18th, please join the athletes. We have world champions in the room who position Kenya for mountain running. Can you beat them? Remember, the Bargetuni Run is the grounds for actually picking the world champions. So if you want to try, please come to Bargetuni and test your own effort. Are you able to beat our world champions and be the next champion for the world? Then we move to May. where we have the Nyamira Great Trail Run. From there, we move to apologies for that. From May, we move to the Aberdare Mount Kenya Run. From there, we move to Aberdares. Then from Aberdares, we move to Longonot. From Longonot, we move to Mount Elgon. So across the year, there's actually everything for you to do throughout the year. So that our tour operators have been telling us, give us a calendar. Don't tell us the event is tomorrow. Can you give us a calendar we can work with for us to actually run this? Then from there, once you've done the entire trail, what does each trail entail? So that you're able to see for yourself what works for you, how can you come on board and be part of it. So we are saying for every trail edition is actually a 6-day event. So it's actually a 6-day event. We begin with a trek, 5 days, then go to the trail run. For the cyclists, for the runners, for hikers, this is where we begin. Then from there, we have our tour operators who are packaging amazing deals. Whether you want to do glamping, camping, whatever you want to do, we have affordable packages for you. Next, we have community impact. We've said we are not going anywhere and living there without leaving something important. You know, when we come to Tinderet, can people living there say that we were here? Or will they say there were these Nairobians who had just arrived and departed? How can we have impact on the ground? Lastly, a pure cultural immersion, a full day for a cultural festival to allow you to taste the food, the drinks, the cultures, the dressing, buy whatever you want, so that when you go back, you can say you've been able to understand the Kalenjin culture, understand the Kikuyu culture, the Kisii culture, the Luhya culture. So at the end of the day, we are all better as human beings, as Kenyans, as ambassadors of this amazing country that we all get to call home. Then we are saying that in each trail, this is where we are at, for the Barngetuni Run. The reason we are here today. This is the first one, and it's launching the entire series. Day one, we've already curated the itinerary for you. We arrive in Nyahururu, an amazing place with rich history for Kenya. Then we have an amazing tree planting exercise. In the evening, we have a cultural immersion in Laikipia. Then in the morning, we have the flag-off event, a media event to kickstart the trail. For those who are walking, hiking, running, crawling, as long as you get to Tinderet on the 17th. Then 14th, we are in Baringo, another amazing county with Lake Baringo, Lake Bogoria. We have Lake Solai nearby and many other things for you to discover, including heritage. So there is the hiking. We have a mobile medical camp. Thanks to Baringo County, they'll provide that. Then we'll also have tree planting exercise. From there, we move to Kabarnet. We have hiking, tea, coffee tasting, and then we proceed with what other cultural activities actually exist in Kabarnet. There's actually a lot more in the trail, and this one is what the tour operators will give you. What else can you see while in Baringo besides the hike? So there's a lot more for each person to understand and to see. Next, we have on the 16th Jan, passing by the Timboroa Tinderet railway station. This is the highest point in the entire Commonwealth. This is the highest point of the railway line in the entire Commonwealth across the world. But then there's rich history around it. You'll be able to do that cable car. You'll be able to get a curator to tell you the entire story around that region. Then from there, we move into Tinderet. Tinderet, you'll do the hike. You'll do the tree planting day one because you'll be busy the entire day doing the hike. When you arrive, we do the tree planting, settle down, fireside chats, getting to just have fun over a bonfire and understanding what have you learned, what have you conquered today, how do we move forward. Then on the 17th, this is the day we are all going to try mursik. I know half the room may have tried it. How many have never tried mursik? Okay, we have only one. Any other person who's not tried mursik? This is your opportunity. Or wearing the regalia, or understanding what is behind the calabash and what they carry. Understanding fully when we live there, you say, I'm actually adopted, maybe Kalenjin. So that when you go to Kisii, is Kisii. When you go to Mount Elgon, is a Luhya culture. But be immersed. So that we're not saying that the only culture known across the world is a Maasai. We understand they've taken us very far. This is a chance to bring in now Can we do Kalenjin? Can we do Luya? Can we do Luo? Can we do Kisi? Why are they not being seen? This is our opportunity to bring it up, support the women, and move forward. So that as a country, we have over 40 amazing cultures that we can all celebrate, combining sports and adventure along the way. Then lastly, we have the Tinderet Run on the 18th. This is a time you have to test yourselves. How far can you run? How good are you? You can run on a flat ground. Let's try the hills and the mountains and see how good we are. And then from there, we can be able to tell the stories and see, are we ready for the next run? So from there, we okay at the back there? So what we are saying about the Bangetuni Run, it began in 2022. I know a lot will be told to us by the AK President and also the Honorable Meli among the team LOC who are here to tell us more about Bangetuni Run. But it was an amazing initiative, started in 2022, for us to be able to inspire young talent and providing them an opportunity to win locally but to win globally. Because if the world comes to Kenya to pick people from the Bangetuni Run to participate in the World Champions, then it means it's an amazing platform that we can all celebrate and make it even bigger than what it is together, so that people, more qualifiers can come in, the athletes can get a lot more out of it. The community in Tinderet and beyond can also benefit from it. We have the initiators of the Bangetuni Run who are actually seated here today, and the list is on your screen. So these are the people that actually sat down and said this is what we need and have made it what it is today. And together from this room, we are looking forward, how can we make it even bigger and better and translate it in all the other trails that we have. Then we've created a number of artworks for marketing and promotion. We are going to be on TV, on radio, on digital media, so that we're able to sensitize consumers and other partners to be part of this, so that we can all enjoy and grow together. So this is just a numbers, but all these pictures are all from the entire trail, from Laikipia all the way to Tinderet. That is how beautiful this place is. I hope you sign up today so that you're able to participate in this trail and experience for your own self what it is all about. Then as we move towards the end, what we are saying about the trail, what is the accommodation available actually in Nandi County and Tinderet? You can do glamping for those who are for the soft life. You can do camping, the traditional camping. You can do homestays, but you can also stay in our standard hotels that are actually available for you. So it's up to you to pick what works for you. So those are the options that are there. So when soon you'll be seeing the packages being rolled out for you to be able to actually book and participate. The opportunity, the reason why you're here today. You've seen the entire trail from the 13th all the way to the 18th. And then not only in January, all the way to December. What we are saying is we're able to strategically align with what we are looking forward to as Kenya, the Vision 2030. Number 2, brand visibility across the entire trail, whether it's just the Heritage Trail in January or the entire Magical Kenya Trail series. Then legacy and impact. We are saying we must conserve the environment. If you look at the entire trail, it covers some of the parks and reserves across Kenya, but also in between the communities. So how do we leave impact? And lastly, we also have opportunities for sponsorship. How can you be a partner? We have corporates in the room, runners, clubs, tour operators, banks, among others. Maybe you're wondering how can you be part of this trail series from January to December, but also for this January that is coming up, that is launching the entire series. We're saying you can be an event partner, you can be a service partner, you can be a CSR partner. Remember, we have the tree planting, we have the medical camps, and many others. Then we can be a media sponsor also. Next. These are the options that are available to be a partner in the Tinderet Bangetuni Run. Title sponsor at 10 million, platinum sponsor at 5 million, gold sponsor at 2 million, silver sponsor at 1 million, bronze sponsor at 500,000. This is all in your booklets. But lastly, there's another category that is also available for anyone who wants to be part of the series. either for the prize money, for the medical camp, for branded merchandise, for travel, transport and logistics, for awards, for dinner, community empowerment. Feel free. What works for you? What opportunity do you see for yourself in this particular series as we begin in January, kicking off with the Heritage Trails and Tinderet Barngetuni Run? So to partner with us, these are the contacts. They are also in your booklets. For Kenya Tourism Board, we have Muriuki Murithi. Where are you? Muriuki Murithi, the emails are there. When we have Mr. Mosbe for Barngetuni, awesome, karibu sana. We have Sheila Masinde, karibu sana. Those are your people to contact, but the emails are already there. Karen Kirigo from Athletics Kenya, awesome, right at the back. And ladies and gentlemen, even as you hear through, there is an amazing photo booth at the back. Make sure you take a photo as you even continue and we finish the presentation. So lastly, is to appreciate you for being here, for being present today morning. It's December on the 19th and you are wondering, will you say yes? Will you tell us we'll see you in January? But we are glad that you're here. We are really grateful and honored that you made the time to be with us today. And as I finish the presentation, Bona PS, we just want to say we are ready as Kenya Tourism Board, and as we partner with Athletics Kenya, we want to diversify this amazing country. We want to showcase a lot more, and we need partners to be able to develop the product, package the product, take the product to the market. Thank you very much, everyone, and have an awesome morning.
Let's give a round of applause to Fiona. Let's give a round of applause to the wonderful presentation. Thank you so much, Fiona. Thank you so much for taking us through what the trail will be about. Let's give a round of applause. Let's appreciate. I think the explanation is very simple and very clear. You can imagine it's not only going to the race that is on 19th, because she has explained all through what will be done up to the 18th before we land. It is exactly 1 month to go for the race to happen. So the race will be on 19th. On 18th, we'll have an extravaganza, bonanza, and just showcasing our heritage around Tinderet, Tachasis, Meteite, the Taptengele place. That is, you all know about Taptengele. That is a place where action will happen before we move to the Barngetuni farm. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, the Lion Hills Farm Limited, the Barngetuni farm, will also have something very, very for you to go home with. We have the Dopa sheep from the Barngetuni farm, and we have, that is from South Africa. Origin South Africa, bred in Kenya, taken care of in Kenya, and sold to you from Kenya. And then we have the dairy cows, the beef livestock, the borans, everything that you really have on that particular day. That is on 18th, the eve to the D-Day, that the action will be on 19th. Thank you very much, Fiona, for taking us through. From the Thompson's Falls, Nyahururu, we'll all have a night there. Extravaganza, song, dance, cultural night. You can imagine all the food, traditional food, before we head straight to the land of Nyayo. Kwa wananchi wa Kenya, wale ambao mnavyofikiri ya kwamba the cradle of mankind, you all know. Tutapitia kule Baringo, Kabarnet, see the hills of Kabarnet, Chep Lodge, before we head back to Timbarua, the highest point. Let me tell you, we will all camp there overnight. And you make sure also the highest altitude, and that is the oldest railway station in the highest altitude in the world, tutakuwa kule. Thank you, KTV, for allowing us to also spend time before we have an SGR. Wacha tuende kwa meter gauge railway. Piga makofi. Let's all appreciate KTV for taking us there. Before you go down Tachasis to Taptengele, you'll be there physically to see where the Taptengele people come from. And then, finally, ladies and gentlemen, as Fiona has explained, culture, food, traditional food, and everything that we all have will be available for you. Thank you very much. May I now take this opportunity to welcome the chairman of the Mountain Run countrywide. We have none other than Honorable Peter Angwenyi. Karibu sana. Tumpigie makofi Bwana Angwenyi. Then he will also welcome the local organizing committee from the chairman of the local organizing committee. Karibu sana, Ngwenyi.
Thank you. Our chief guest, Bwana PS, John Olenantua, our AK president, our race patron, Mheshimiwa Meli, our host, Eric Barangetuny, our beloved athletes who are among us, national officials of Athletics Kenya, Athletics Kenya Mountain Running Committee, all protocols observed, and our special guests also from Aberdare who are with us here. Allow me, sir, our chief guest, to do a very simple duty, because when my bosses are around, we don't talk much. As you have heard, I'm the chairman of mountain running, and that would be deliberated more by our Athletics Kenya president, who will also introduce our beloved athletes. Allow me now to call upon the Athletics Kenya Mountain Running Committee. Wasimame tu hapa waone wale ambao mnang'arisa hii committee. Athletics Kenya Committee kwanza pamoja na the LOC and His Excellency Kimei utawapanga. Najua you have already done half of our job. Our distinguished guests, I would like you to just have a glance of the people organizing this great event. And I'm kindly requesting our host, Eric, is in this committee. We only allow the patron to remain seated because he will do another job. Eric, stand next to me, to the chairman of the LOC. That's very good. Allow me to introduce the technical and the mountain running committee who are with us here. I know one of them is very busy and he will come up. That is the director of youth competition. Because we deal with both youth, and you cannot touch an under 20 with mission. Barnabas Korea. Allow me to request the mountain running committee of Athletics Kenya stroke marketing team wawasalute tu, wawache mufanye hivi, because we cannot introduce all of you at the same time. Muwafanyie hivi muende kukaa. Allow team. Thank you, madam. With your permission and with the permission of the chief guest and our Athletics Kenya president, tafadhali, I will start with the host.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Eric Barangetuny, the host.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Joel Kemei, the chairman, LOC. Karibuni sana Tindred Barangetuny 2025.
Good morning. My name is Arjo Irma, LOC.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Mutai Philip, LOC member, Tindred Mountain Run.
Good morning. I'm St. Peter, LOC secretary.
Good morning, all. My name is Elizabeth Keitang, LOC member, Tindred.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Barnabas Korir. I'm the director of youth development programs at Athletics Kenya, and I also work very closely with this team. We support each other. Thank you.
Good morning, team. I'm Habra Mutai, chairman Central Rift and the chairman marketing Athletics Kenya.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Susan Kamau, CEO Athletics Kenya, a member of that team. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Kennedy Tanui, leading the technical team as the competitions director.
Good morning, Ho. My name is Philip Ngovi, of marketing team AK.
Good morning. My name is Tirop, ICT and course design and drawing.
Good morning. My name is Chris Baisi. I'm in the mountain running committee. I am in charge of communication and PR.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Patrick Kirjir, LOC member, Tindred Mountain Run.
Morning, everyone. My name is Dennis Okeo, AK Media and Mountain Running Committee.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Ernest Kemboy, LOC Timekeeper.
Good morning. I'm Stanley Muten, Protocol.
Wapige makofi tafadhali. Allow me to request you so that they may sit now, apart from the host and the chairman.
Vile nimesema mimi ni Eric Barngetuny, the host, and I want to say Bwana BS, chairman yetu, president yetu, Mheshimiwa Meli, na wageni wote. Good morning once again. I'm today very proud that we are teaming up with Magical Kenya for this event of ours, which we want actually to prosper even for many years to come. I remember very well when I met Kipchoge, one time he told me other countries, such an event is very important. Even they sponsor people, the community, and everybody. So we want ours with the support of Magic Tourism and Mheshimiwa. Let it continue as per the passion of my late father, that is Honorable Ezekiel Barngetuny. Even when I went to our farm there, there was another mzee called Biwot. He told me, your father sat here and he said, I want this place to be a mountain run place for sports. And I'm happy that we are actually doing what he was his passion. And even he was an athlete. He was even running, even in the county, and he used to bring cups to home, even internationally. So I thank you very much. Let's support, and we support the community, and we shall have international runners, and our country will be known everywhere in the world. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Bwana Eric, who has been of great support to us. Our PS, Kenya Tourism Board, the patron, who is Mheshimiwa Meli, who has been of great help to us, the President, Athletics Kenya, who has also made this event a very important event, all the sponsors, the LOC who are with us, other distinguished guests. I think so many have been said. I don't want to share much, but may I say you are all welcome to Tindred Mountain Run, which will be held on 18th of January 2025. I want to believe it will be a very important event to all of us. I want to thank the Kenya Tourism Board because of this trail, which has also enabled us to be here. Otherwise, I don't want to say much. Thank you so much. God bless you. Karibuni sana.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have very few words to make. A small correction that Tindred Mountain Running is now an international race. Tindred Mountain Running has produced international runners who have gone all the way to become the world champions and world beaters. Today, our president will elaborate more on that and will introduce officially some of the top world-ranking athletes amongst us. Allow me, Mr. President, to mention that we'll be using as Athletics Kenya Mountain Running Committee, Tinderet Championship to select a provisional team that would represent Kenya during the World Championships or Mountain Trail Running Championships, which will be held in Spain. The President will talk more about that. So we are taking Tinderet Mountain Running very seriously, and we want to thank the expertise of Central Rift Athletics Kenya, who have a big team that are well trained, teaming up with other Kenyans to ensure that the race will be organized and will be officiated with that international standards. And that's why I've taken this chance to have them introduce themselves. Some of those people introduce themselves here are highly ranked in the world of athletics. With those few remarks, thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Chair. Thank you so much. Let's appreciate the Chair of Mountain Run. Tupige makofi vizuri. Asante sana. Thank you. Thank you, Ngwenyi. First of all, as we were trying to see the mountains that are here. And I think Eric Barngatun is a great son of the late Honorable Barngatun. And you all know very well that Barngatun was a very, very funny man. Sometimes even he would tell you, let's appreciate Eric. And for that matter, ladies and gentlemen, we have a vast land that Eric and his late dad dedicated to this race. We also have the Lions Hills Coffee around there, so make sure you come and enjoy coffee from the Barngatun farm. We have the dopers, as we had mentioned. I think I was really waiting to get from him. We have a sugar cane and all those things that we have there. All breeds, the dairy cows and beef and everything, we will enjoy from there. And I'm told so well with the trail, as Fiona put it, that on 17th, I understand the race will be on 18th. Are we right? It will be on 18th. So on 17th, there's an evening. As the CEO has put it. We have an evening where we will explore the cultural practices. We have a physical, if you've never seen an oxen, and all those bulls plowing the farms, then everyone will have an experience to make sure you handle that, you handle the ile jembe yake ile plow. So just practice a little bit on weightlifting, because it's not a very easy exercise. Even though you see all those slender guys trying, I think it's the skills more than the energy. So let's all try. And I think the gentleman, I think Elizabeth will also try. And then we will have the song and dance, edited, of course. We will have, we used to have something known as, sometimes back, the cultural practices that most of you didn't see, when ladies used to undergo, the traditional rites of passage. And we have the Jeptilet, and you all understand, we have the Jeptilet of the ladies. So I don't know what Jeptilet is in English. That is why culture, sometimes you have the Jeptilet of the ladies. We will have all that song and dance, and you will see all the regalia that all those people used to. It will be an interesting exercise, interesting sight to see, to participate, as they put it. So on 17th, it will be one of the biggest bonanza, just around Tachasis, Metete, Taptengale, and that corner. So just after the trail from Nyahururu. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much, Angwenyi, once more for taking us through, and the local organizing committee for the seriousness that you put in this race. And ladies and gentlemen, appreciating all the sponsors that are here, I will now take this opportunity to welcome Honorable Julius Melly from Tinderet. He is also the chair of the Education Committee in Parliament, and he is the host from Tinderet. And this is the person who initiated this race together with Eric and the team from Tinderet. Let's appreciate Honorable Julius Meli. Karibu sana Mheshimiwa. Karibu sana. Come, welcome us to Tinderet and everybody.
Thank you so much, our MC. All protocols observed. Our chief guest, who is the principal secretary. Who is our principal secretary, State Department for Tourism. Our sponsors, the local LOCs, and all the invited guests. Good morning. Morning once again. First of all, let me say a lot of thanks for this particular morning. More importantly, to the CEOs and the PS, the Magical Kenya Group, for actually coming up with the Magical Trail series. I just want to say this as a patron of Tinderet Barngetuni Mountain Run. We started this in 2022, having gotten the idea from the late Isaiah Kiblagat and the late Mzee Ezekiel Barngetuni, way back in 2012. And let me give you a brief history. In 2012, when I was actually running for Member of Parliament, Tinderet, I met these two old wazes. And we went all up to the top of the hill. Eric, your father's farm. And we were about 4 of us. And we sat down where now we are having the final race. There Isaiah Kiblagat said that mountain run is the in thing now across the world, especially on tourism, especially on hikes, and even on trails. And in it he said, we want Kenya to be part of the international mountain run series. Along the way I told them, how can we do this? Kiblagat says he's going to make it part of the AK Kenya then. And surely he did. After I won as a Member of Parliament in 2013, I had that dream that I need to put in place what the two old men said. Earlier on, Mzee Barngetuni had said that in the 1930s, 1940s, he was an athlete. He participated in the Second World War in Burma, Malaysia, and very good photos I saw in your place, Eric, that Mzee was a very good sprinter, short races, and he was actually an athlete, and he loved it. So I said, what will I do that I shall actually make sure that this race is going to be to the glory of the two great men. You know, Isaiah was a very good athlete. So I decided that in 2020, we want to have the Tinderet Barngetuni Mountain Run. And I want to thank Eric because he agreed that we use the big land. They have a big land, very mountainous, very hilly, very steep. And now we went on to start it. And to start that, you see how the whole terrain is. To start this, I decided now to call the sponsors to come and assist us to ensure that this particular race becomes true. I thank Eric, I thank the local organizing committee. When we started it, it was still very small. And more so the chairman, Mr. Angwenyi. We are really very grateful as Tinderet Barngetuni Mountain Run. This particular race is actually very interesting. If you look at the nature, the trail, it is even not easy to run. You'll just use 4 to move across the hill. And you see the scenery and the beauty of this particular area or the constituency we have in, and the Nandi in general. So that is in brief how the Tinderet Barngetuni Mountain Run started. But to give also a snapshot, this mountain run, I want to say, we are agreeing it to be part of the nature trail, or what we call the Magical Kenya Trails. You know, as Kenyans, Nyahururu is the home of the great champions, the Ngugis, the Washiras, and many others who have actually run in this country, and they are all champions. John Ngugi all the way from Laikipia and Nyahururu. We want to make this country a tourism trail. And you'll trace all the way to Baringo, where we have Tergat and the team, all the way to Timborwa, the highest altitude, and many people don't know this. If you go to many parts of the world today, you'll see thousands of tourists in Austria, the mountains of Austria, the Great Wall of China. People are trekking, and they give billions of shillings. And if you look at what we are seeing in our scenery in Nandi, we have beautiful hills, very good tea plantations. We can actually bring in tourists. They participate as part of this. Apart from that, we have also the tenting. You can do tents there. Have evening bonfire. And we can be able now to look at why is Nandi the source of champions. The kind of food, the mursik, the vegetable we eat, and the kind of environment we live in, very good environment. We look at the scenery. Why are we having world-class champions? We have Kipchoge, who is actually, nothing is unlimited, what do you call it? What? No human is unlimited. Is limited, yes. No human is limited. And that is why Nandi is having those kind of athletes, is because of the terrain. It is because of the environment. It is because of the food we eat. And I want to thank Magical Kenya Tourism Board, because it is in Nandi County where we have very good vegetable. We don't take the sukuma wiki, we take we call it isagek, we call it isojek, we call them the mursik, we take, and that kind of stuff. In fact, the kind of environment we live in, that is why you find those particular areas, the steep areas, even the people themselves are not very big. They are lean. And they really lead a very good kind of life. I want to welcome you all to this year's Tindret Barngetuny Mountain Run, where we are now going to have, and I want to thank Athletics Kenya, it is going to be the point where we are choosing the World Championships, which will be held in Spain. And I want to thank you so much, because for the last two series, our champions are the world champions. Our champions from Tindret Barngetuny Mountain Run in 2023 won in Austria, is it? And then in the 2022, they also won in where? Thailand. So you are realizing that this is actually the point to be. I want to ask all the tourists, on the last day, on the last leg at Taptengele. At Taptengele, we are going to really get a lot of food. What kind of food are we having as a people of Nandi County? You'll also see our cultures, our gad, what do you call sautet, what we put milk there, what we put the kind of the black, what do you call osek, is it? We put it there, and it is very medicinal. People don't have problems with their stomach when they take it. And more importantly, you will also look at the digital center at Taptengele, which is now our tech center. We are talking about press the computer and you have what? You have the dollar. We have a modern technical institute with students, very well sophisticated. You can as well merge the sophistication, the cultural, and the tourist in it, and make this particular place the top place to be in Kenya. And I want us to make sure that we get part of the 480 billion shillings of tourism in sports activities. The 480 billion shillings you'll spend in Tindret, because this time we are tenting. We have the high altitude training camp, and we are going to have tents there. Even the VIPs, you don't need to go for big hotels now there. You'll stay there. We have electricity, we have water, we have everything there. And that is the time now for you to see the scenery all the way when the athletes are starting until when they finish at the top part of the running area. So this particular event is very important for us as a country. It is very important for us in terms of tourism, in terms of our health. This year we are running for health. Last year we did plant trees. Even this year we are also still planting trees for health. But we also do screening as an impact to the community. We also want to use the time to teach the people about what we call the social health insurance fund, where now individuals will come, we'll screen them for the different ailments. We'll talk to them about preventive medicine, how to make sure that we don't, the issues of high pressure and the likes, and even certain kind of ailments that will actually are affecting our people. With those many remarks, I want to thank our sponsors. I know we have big sponsors for last year. They are here this morning, and will allow me within a very short time to invite our sponsors and to tell them kindly it will not be right if you don't come over here so that we see you. The sponsors kindly, as our sponsors, we have Equity. I've seen Equity, I've seen Cooperative Bank. I've seen many sponsors who are here this morning. Can you be upstanding kindly? Equity Bank, I've seen Cooperative Bank, I've seen Kass Media. I know all the media houses are here. Who else? Yes? KWS is also here. We're also here. KCB, they are here. Oh, KCB is on the other side. County Government of Nandi, yes. County Government of Nyandarua, yes. Wells are also here. It was good that you be upstanding so that you come here, so that you are seen. Kuja hapa mbele, tudeka moja. Equity, kindly director.
Probably, can we have the banks be here first? Let's have you here, kindly. And then we'll move to Karibuni-san, please. Just say hi.
Thank you, Buona PS and all the members present here. Good morning. My name is Samson Meto. I'm here on behalf of Cooperative Bank as the sponsor. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Carol Ruto from Equity Bank. We are happy to have been partnering with this mountain run for many years and happy to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, Carol.
Good morning. Just as Okongo is my name from KCB Bank, and we are happy to be part of this program. Thank you very much.
Good morning. Good morning, champions. Aleo Ala is my name from KCB Bank.
Good morning. Good morning. My name is Julius Lamaon from Kass. Kass is the host media, and we are very happy to have Magical Kenya join us this year and the rest of the sponsors. You've seen the footage of the coverage last year. We strongly think that we want to invite more partners to join this race. We want to assure you that we will prepare the local community to receive you in the trails all across, and you'll find the place warm and receptive. Karibuni water.
Thank you very much from the counties. Let's appreciate our sponsors. Let's appreciate they are very crucial and very important, because without them we will not have this race. Welcome.
Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Rose Angira, the CEC in charge of sports and youth affairs, Nandi County, and I'm here on behalf of the county government, government, and specifically the county governor of Nandi, Wakili Stephen Sang. Receive his greetings. Yeah, we want to say that we welcome you to Nandi. We look forward to hosting all of us. Nandi is the source of champions. Karibuni-san.
Good morning, everyone. Honorable Pamela Makut from Nandi, MCA. Welcome to Nandi, source of champions. Thank you.
Let's appreciate them from Nandi County. Thank you.
Morning, everyone. I'm John Moiro, CCM Tourism, Nyandarua County. I'm here on behalf of our governor, Dr. Kiari Badirisha, and we'll also host the Abadia series.
Oh, thank you. That's great. Thank you very much, CC.
Jambo. My name is Edward Kego, CEO Youth and Sports, Nyandarua County. As my CCM has said, we are the host in Aberdare, Nyandarua County. Asante.
Let's appreciate again, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Julius Arido, CEO KLB. We are happy to be part of this event.
Thank you, CEO. Appreciation.
Hello, everyone. Hello. Can you high five anybody seated next to you?
Standing next to you.
My name is Nancy Korir, Chief Officer in charge of Tourism, Baringo County. Baringo is a county of great diversity. We know all this. From the culinary arts we have, from the history, talk of the second president of Kenya, talk of our culture, we have, I can tell you, the best in Kenya. Talk of the sunrise from the Simon Soy Hill, the best. You can as well have the country music. You can do it even in Kalenjin. It's really a nice place to be. It's the only county with 4 lakes. If I can mention Lake Baringo, Lake Bogoria, we have Lake Amnarok and Lake 94. Even our honey, our goat meat, the best in the world. Next year we welcome you to our Kimalel goat auction. Please make sure you come and have at least 50 goats. Go and share with your families. Thank you so much.
Can you applaud the CEC Sports Tourism Baringo? Can you applaud, please? Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Madam. I know we want to have one of our big partners, KWS, because in the areas where we've been, they have been doing quite well. And more importantly, in our place, Tinderet and Nandi County, we have a number of, species that you can even see. They are not actually kept in the zoo, but they are within, especially the calabash monkeys and many other that are coming across. Let me welcome the CEO, KWS, the representative who is here. Kindly. Yes, Karibu. Let's applaud KWS as they come.
Thank you very much. My name is Gladys Kosgei. I'm representing Professor Kanga, who was unable to come. And for us, amongst the series next year, we have 4 parks that will be represented. We also sit in the Adventure Club that Fiona mentioned. And we've been struggling to sell the national parks. So when we sat in that club, we decided that we must open the national parks for adventure. And today we are very happy that we are launching the first series that will happen in January, but we are ready to host together with the county government the other series that will happen in Mount Kenya, Aberdare National Park, Mount Elgon, and Mount Longnot. These parks are unique in their diversity. We have wildlife. We have special species, trees that are found in this park. If you cannot hike to the highest top of the mountain, you can as well do the trails, run a bit. There's something for everyone. You do not have to go to the highest point of the mountain, but you can also camp at the bottom of the mountain. So we have something for everyone, and we also support the local communities, especially in Nandi County, where we, as the Honorable Member has mentioned, that we have species that are roaming freely. So we are encouraging coexistence between humans and wildlife. So we will use this series to ensure that we educate the public about the importance of coexistence. And we have a slogan that, "Hii mali ni yetu wote." Wanyama ni mali yetu. So we also appreciate that we cannot live without the wildlife that will live within us. So we are looking forward to working with you, especially in the first race, so that we set a pace for the races that are coming after. So see you in January, and let's prepare to run in this series. Asanteni sana.
Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. For the first time, we'll be running side by side with the lion. and an elephant and a cheetah. Wapi makofi, let's appreciate. Thank you very much.
Kabisa. And for those who are coming to Tindred Barngetuni Mountain Run, everyone is welcome, and I want you to train. Train for the real run. CEO and all the bosses who are here, Tourism Fund, my friend Mwangi. That time I want to see you running across, and you know, when that steep hill, you really need to train now, so that all of us will be healthy and will run very well. May I take this time to have a number of CEOs who are here to introduce them, and as we now go to the climax to welcome the president. CEOs who are here, kindly be upstanding. I've seen this. Yes. You can come and introduce yourself here. Come, kindly. Who else is from KLB? Oh, you are here? Yes.
Thank you. I'm David Mwangi, the CEO of Tourism Fund. I wish you all the best in the forthcoming event in January. Tuko pamoja. Thank you.
Thank you very much. CEO Kass Media Group.
Good morning again. It's like I'm getting the second opportunity. As I have said earlier, that we are the host media that have supported Barngetuni Run for the last 2 years. And you've seen the footage of what we've been able to do. My still appeal is the many partners in this house and the others not in this house to join us for this great race. What Magical Kenya have done by joining this race has totally changed. And it's a lot of challenge to investors like Eric and the rest of the team to tap this great opportunity that is coming with Magical Kenya and the partners so that we can do a big race. Karibuni wote.
Thank you. Thank you, CEO. Thank you.
And I'm June Chepkemei. We just bring the magic. Let's say Magical Kenya.
Magical Kenya.
You feel the magic? Thank you.
Can you clap for the CEO of Magical Kenya and CEO, the other CEOs who've been here? Now let me take this opportunity to welcome the president of Athletics Kenya. Let's put our hands together because time is now up.